Welcome back to the Force Feed. In today's gaming news, the Castlevania Lords of Shadow PC demo arrives tomorrow, BioShock Infinite's first DLC is now available, and Sony plans to reveal details on EverQuest Next later this week. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Force here with your day's gaming news. First up in discussion, Castlevania Lords of Shadow. This is a game that originally launched back in October of 2010, however a PC port is coming out next month and a demo is available tomorrow. Castlevania Lords of Shadow is a 3D action combat game that plays similar to titles like God of War and Devil May Cry. The game tells the story of Gabriel Belmont, who is on a quest to defeat the Lords of Shadow and save a loved one. The demo for the PC port is set to arrive on Steam sometime tomorrow. Now, Castlevania Lords of Shadow just got average reviews when it launched. It doesn't look like it's a spectacular game, but it also doesn't seem that bad either. So I'll be checking out the demo tomorrow, and when the game officially launches, the PC port of the game officially launches next month, I'll also be giving it a look then, and you can get my impressions at that point. Moving on, BioShock Infinite, a lot of people have been awaiting its DLC since the game launched earlier this year, and the first bit of that DLC is now available. Clash in the Clouds is the first DLC pack for BioShock Infinite and offers players arena-styled combat challenges set in Colombia. The content pack adds 4 arena maps, each featuring 15 increasingly difficult waves of enemies to fend off. Clash in the Clouds is available today on 360, PS3, and PC for $5. Now I'm going to venture a guess and say that most people played and enjoyed BioShock Infinite more for the story than the gameplay. And for that reason, I wouldn't be all that surprised if lots of people are disappointed in this first DLC. However, the second DLC, titled Burial at Sea, which is going to be a 2-parter, is a story-driven return to Rapture in a noir-styled setting featuring both Booker and Elizabeth. Now, the first part of the DLC you will be playing as Booker, who is the main character in BioShock Infinite, and the second part of the DLC you'll be playing as Elizabeth. Now, this is a story-driven DLC, so I think lots of people are going to be a lot more excited for Burial at Sea than for Clash in the Clouds. Last up in news today, we've got some information coming out on EverQuest Next. This is the next installment in, of course, the EverQuest series. This Friday at SOE Live, Sony will debut a slew of information about EverQuest Next. An hour-and-a-half presentation hosted by the development team starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time and will be live-streamed on the SOE Twitch channel. Later that evening, there will be a presentation of the game's world and how players will interact with it, and then on Saturday, details on the game's classes and lore will be revealed. So if you haven't figured it out by now, every time a new RPG, or specifically a new MMO gets announced, I get really excited, and this is no different, because I'm excited at the potential. I'm also excited at the statement that this is supposed to be one of the largest sandbox MMOs ever created, according to a quote from, I think, last year is when that was stated. But it's exciting. It's exciting. I mean, I didn't play the original EverQuest, not because of lack of desire, but because my family computer kind of stunk when I was a kid, and my parents didn't let me play on the computer for very long. Kind of depressing, but I had consoles, so that was all good. But anyways, I did get to experience EverQuest through friends, going over their house, watching them play, and I remember being absolutely mystified. It was after that point that I got into my first official MMO, which was Asheron's Call, and even though I never experienced EverQuest the original, having experienced pre-WoW MMOs in Asheron's Call and a few others, it gives me some great nostalgia. So the potential of an older MMO coming back in what's supposed to be the largest sandbox MMO ever in EverQuest Next, it is again exciting. But that's just the potential. Whether or not they're going to do anything with that, I have no idea. So my question for you guys today is, are you excited for EverQuest Next? Do you think that Sony has got it? Do you think that they can do something great with the MMORPG genre? I know I asked this question before with other MMOs, but I'm just looking for something good here. Is that too much to ask? All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the show. As always, thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. A change in my pocket. It was rattling while I was trying to record. Can make a instrument out of shit. I can make an instrument out of this. That was the worst. All right, anyways, let's go.